Alright, so we're trading the US session. Whether or not we actually trade remains to be seen. We had unemployment numbers come out 4:30 my time, and that had quite an impact on the market. The numbers were good, so we've seen quite a significant rally in both NASDAQ and the DOW. The question now is, what does the open have in store for us? Are we going to reverse and come back down? I see we got quite a big gap that we had over here, probably about a 40-odd point gap up. Are we going to come down and fill that gap? Or are we going to continue higher? So about a minute and 10 seconds before the open. We'll see what happens. I have ants inside of my monitor, I've just noticed. They seem to have crawled their way in through the vents at the back, and earlier on I spent about 3 or 4 seconds trying to get him off of my screen, only to realize that he was on the other side. So I'm going to have to do something about that. There seems to be more and more that are presenting themselves. So I'm hopefully don't have to open up this monitor and get them out, but hopefully they come out on their own. But, it's a little bit frustrating to see, because I see them crawling around on the screen here, and I can't do anything about it. But we can't have that. Alright, so about 5 seconds until the open. Let's see what transpires. I forgot to switch screens again. So there was our big gap up there in the NASDAQ. Trading today looks okay from the European session. Those were the trades that we took. Quite a weird session. I didn't feel quite right during that session. So, alright, here's the open. Looks like we want to go higher. Get out of my screen. Okay, so once again, business as usual. We're going to wait for our setups. Gauge the risk profile and see whether or not we're actually going to take the trade. Got a nice hot cup of tea. So yeah, that European session was a bit weird. I felt really uneasy. We had 2 trades that were supposed to be break even, but for some reason, after having moved the stop to break even, we still made a little bit of a loss on them. So I'm just keeping an eye out as to how the software moves the stop loss to break even after after I click the little button, I'm finding myself having to just adjust it slightly afterwards. But there was one instance where I did go back onto the recording, and I did see that I had moved the stop loss into a +1 point kind of position. I still seemed to take a loss on the trade when it did come back and hit the break-even stop loss. So weird, very, very weird. I was a bit put off by that, but stuck in there and eventually got a good break on the DAX. 26 points or so, 26 or 28 points. So that was good. Okay, so we got the Nasdaq moving lower and the Dow moving higher. That should make things interesting. Pretty decent week on the account. Considering the account size and the amount of points that were made, I don't think a bad week at all. Okay, so I think my internet just dropped. Not exactly what you want to have happen to you while you're trading. I may need to reload these. Okay, we seem to be back now. That was weird. Again, weird day. Ants, go away. I have to see if I can maybe blow them out, because there seems to be more and more. It was started with just one little ant, and now I've counted 3 or 4. coming from. My desk is clear of them. Anyway. Oh yeah, Dow is pushing higher. Almost want a first touch short off of this level, but there's no meaningful place to really put my stop loss. It would have to be up around here or here, and that's quite large. Let's see how it reacts if it does get up to this level. It would have been a good idea maybe, just as a first touch short. So as it pushes into this level, short the market. It's based on this potential resistance over here. If it even gets to that level, it's got about 60 points to go. Okay, so about 9 minutes until our first signal will come through. That won't be a position I would hold for very long. That would just be a scalp. Look for it to hit that level and pull back for a couple of points. But again, there's no real stop loss point that I would be comfortable with. Even at this level over here, it's 140 odd points away, so what does it look like on the 10? 10 I don't think will be any different from a stop loss placement point of view. No, not really. Let's just watch this on a higher time frame. Come on, come on. Do I take the chance for a few points? Let's see what it does. Quite strong today, the Dow. Didn't quite get there. But sometimes in the market, close is close enough. could argue if you had this level at the lows of these candles, you would have been triggered. And there it goes. So as a first touch short, that's the idea. But again, there was nowhere really for me to place a stop loss. I don't like to take it on the second touch. Prefer to catch it on the first. Okay, so this is our signal candle that's starting to print. Not a horrible range on the NASDAQ so far. Okay. So yeah, if we look at this bar on that first touch, 50 odd points. But now we're starting to march a bit higher. Wowee. That's just increasing the range and increasing the risk. 70 points. Goodness. Goodness, Dow. And there's the range increasing here as well now. Good grief. This is why I really do battle with the US session. I really do. With this specific strategy, man, this risk profile is just too great for me. And this market moves so quickly. I am afraid of it. I will be honest, I am scared of it. Truly. We've got a minute and a half before we get our signals come through. Let's see what they tell us. Oh man. Can take just one bad trade on the US session to wipe away a majority of my profits made over the week. And I don't like that at all. I mean, 90, 100 point range, call it. It's $50. That's what I've made in the past 2 days. Golly. Okay, couple of seconds. We'll get our setups. Oh, there we go. Alright, so it's calling for ASRS in the DOW. Oh, do I trade it? It's too late now. That's big old risk, man. It's big old risk, but 100 points. See, already I'd be on my little 40-point stop loss. I'd be in a world of trouble. Let's just sit tight, I think. Let's sit tight, let's see how it plays, see what the market tells us. So here we'd be short as well off of this candle. Coming to fill this gap perhaps. It's based on the strength, I might like this long. I wonder. Look at that. Oh man. Nah. It's really 10 points. Oh, wow. Okay. It's just too quick. Hate that it shifts that when I try and... So what are we, 40 points, yeah. Already. Alright, so we've got the school run strategy next. That'll be at the close of this candle. How will that look on the NASDAQ? It's looking pretty huge. 100 points of risk. Nearly 200 points of risk on the Dow. Yeah, the strategy on this market is killing me. Oh my goodness, look at that. already nearly 80 points. Gotta concentrate. Got to concentrate. We should be long here. That's a big old candle, that. So is that. Alright, looks like another session I'm not going to be trading. We do have the brunch break bar. That's still in quite some time. Oh, that's pulled all the way back down, isn't it? Sure. Okay. Alright, so 3 more minutes before school run sets up. Did that touch? That would have touched break even. Right, so let's get rid of the aggressive school run signals. Let's wait for the school run. Super frustrating. But that's how it goes. Spilt milk, don't cry. So we'll probably get the school run signals only on the NASDAQ, because technically the aggressive school run is still playing out. I like the school run even less. It's just too big. Alright, 25 seconds. Oh. Yeah, so there's school run. And school run on both. It's a massive range. It really, really is. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to trade it. I missed this one. An aggressive school run. Completely my fault. Hesitated. I mean, we may very well push higher here. Yep. Ah. Risk is too big for me. Sorry. I'm not going to be silly about it. £150. No siree, Bob. It would have worked. £40 in profit already would have been. Yowza. Almost begging to be taken again. No. I mean, I don't think there's much point in me even watching it. There's no ways I'm going to get involved. I'm going to have to stick to my DAX and FTSE for now. So I don't think I've traded DOW or NASDAQ this week. No, I haven't. And the last time I traded DOW or NASDAQ, I think it was last week, and I took a $30 loss on the DOW, which is maybe giving me a bit of a block against wanting to trade it again, but I believe that fell within my parameters of the strategy, and it was about a 60-point stop loss. I can kind of go with that, a 60-point stop loss, but a 200-point stop loss, I don't think so. I think that's a little bit much. Okay. So yeah, still quite a long time before the brunch break bar. Come on, charts load. we don't seem interested in going any lower. Nasdaq is now just marching straight up the page. very talkative at the moment. I'm just frustrated and annoyed. So there's still like 50 minutes to go before the brunch break bar. I don't know if I'm going to hang around on stream for that long. We've been given a few opportunities to make something of this school run long, but unfortunately no go. Are there any sellers in this market? Tomorrow is Friday. Yeah, we're just marching straight up. Let me see something out of interest. No, not even close. We. Bloody Okay, it's been about an hour. I think I'm gonna leave the stream there. Again, a very frustrating session. Wasn't able to trade any of the strategy setups because it was just too adverse from a risk point of view. So I'm gonna stick around and have a look at what the brunch break bar presents, but I don't think I'll wait around on stream for that. If I do trade it, I'll make a video on it and I'll just upload it. Cool. Alrighty. Well, big ass rally in the Dow and in the NASDAQ today. So very interesting. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it there. Thanks very much.